In various corners of the globe, traces of once glorious civilizations lie hidden. Magnificent cities that once teemed with life now remain only stone, ruins, and silence. They are known as lost cities, silent witnesses to a glory buried by time. Some are hidden beneath tropical forests, some submerged beneath the seabed, and still others stand silently on mountaintops. Nature has swallowed them, shrouding them in secrets that remain unsolved to this day. From Machu Picchu in Peru to Petra in Jordan, from Angkor Wat in Cambodia to Nan Madol in Micronesia, each place holds a story of power, faith, and destruction. Were they lost to war, disaster, or human decision alone? Today, we will retrace those footsteps, uncovering the mysteries behind civilizations that once shone, then vanished. Leaving behind just one question: how many secrets of the past are still hidden on this earth? Hidden within the dense forests of Colombia's Sierra Nevada lies an ancient city lost to civilization for centuries, Tayuna, also known as Ciudad Perdida. Built approximately 1,300 years ago by the Tairona people, Tayuna stands on a mountainside with hundreds of circular stone terraces and ancient paths weaving through tropical trees. Once believed to be the Tairona's spiritual and power center. However, with the arrival of the Spanish, this civilization vanished, and the jungle swallowed up all traces of it. Until 1972, a group of treasure hunters stumbled upon a mysterious stone platform in the wilderness. This discovery reopened the door to a forgotten history. Today, to reach Tayuna, one must trek for days through valleys, rivers, and sheer cliffs, a journey like stepping back in time. Tayuna is not just a ruin, it is a symbol of a civilization that once disappeared, then rose again from the depths of the forest, holding mysteries that have not yet been fully revealed to this day. Sigiriya, Sri Lanka. In the midst of Sri Lanka's tropical forests, a giant rock towers nearly 200 meters high, Sigiriya, also known as Lion Rock. Hidden atop this rock are the remains of a lost ancient city built over 1,500 years ago by King Kasapa I. Legend has it that, after seizing the throne from his own father, King Kasapa built Sigiriya as a heavenly fortress, a place to hide from his brother's revenge. The massive rock was transformed into a magnificent palace in the sky, complete with water gardens, mirrored pools, and paintings of celestial maidens that still adorn the stone walls to this day. But after Kasapa's death, the kingdom fell into disrepair, and Sigiriya was slowly abandoned. The jungle covered everything until it was rediscovered centuries later, a silent witness to the ambition, beauty, and fall of an ancient civilization. Today, Sigiriya stands as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the enduring mystery of a rock city that once touched the Sri Lankan sky. Buddha of Shashui. In Nanjing, eastern China, archaeologists have made a startling discovery: a giant Buddhist statue emerging from the waters of Shashui. This discovery sparks a major mystery about an ancient city lost beneath the river's surface. According to historical records, the Shashui area was once a major settlement during the Ming Dynasty, but was later submerged due to changes in river flows and earthquakes. For centuries, the city lay buried in mud until the granite Buddha statue was accidentally discovered by workers in 2016. This discovery sheds light on the religious civilization that once thrived in the area, leaving behind spiritual traces that now remain only in stone and legend. Machu Picchu, Peru. Hidden atop the Andes, at an altitude of over 2,400 meters above sea level, stands the mysterious stone city of Machu Picchu, a masterpiece lost to the world for centuries. Built around the 15th century by the Inca Emperor Pachacuti, Machu Picchu is believed to have been a sacred city, a site of religious rituals, and possibly a royal palace. Its walls were constructed from massive granite blocks without mortar, so precisely that even a knife could hardly fit between them. However, after the fall of the Inca Empire, the city was abandoned and swallowed up by the tropical jungle. The outside world only learned about it again in 1911 when American explorer Hiram Bingham discovered it in a thick fog. To this day, scholars still wonder, why was such a vast city built in such a remote location? Was it to hide or to guard the sacred secrets of the Inca people? Machu Picchu remains an enduring mystery above the clouds, a symbol of the glory and enigma left behind by a lost civilization. Petra, Jordania. In the midst of the barren Jordanian desert, hidden behind red rock cliffs, stands Petra, an ancient city that seems to have emerged from legend. Built over 2,000 years ago by the Nabateans, Petra was known as a great trading city connecting east and west. Its walls were carved directly from pink sandstone, creating a breathtaking, majestic beauty from Al-Khazna, or House of Treasures, to the temples and tombs carved into the mountainside. However, as trade routes shifted and earthquakes devastated its valley, Petra was slowly abandoned and lost to civilization. Centuries later, in 1812, Swiss explorer Johann Burckhardt rediscovered it, reviving the allure of the lost rock city. Hijra, Mada in Sali, Saudi Arabia. Amidst the barren desert of Saudi Arabia stands Hijra, or Mada in Sali, a mysterious city seemingly frozen in time. Founded over 2,000 years ago by the Nabateans, Hijra is the twin sister of Petra in Jordan. The Nabateans carved hundreds of magnificent tombs directly into the sandstone walls, with carvings and symbols signifying their power and spirituality. Each facade tells the story of nobles, warriors, and leaders now left only in stone. Hijra was once an important trading center, connecting the caravan routes from east to west. However, around the 2nd century AD, the ancient trade routes were severed, and the desert swallowed them. Hijra slowly vanished from the world, the city suddenly abandoned, without a clear explanation. However, when the desert winds covered the tombs, they were finally rediscovered by Western explorers in the 19th century. Today, Hijra is Saudi Arabia's first World Heritage Site, a silent stone city, yet one that holds echoes of the past that never truly fade. Nazca Lines, Peru. In the arid plains of southern Peru, a vast desert lies that holds one of the greatest mysteries in human history, the Nazca Lines. From the ground, they appear as faint traces in the sand. However, when viewed from the air, they reveal a stunning pattern. Hundreds of lines, geometric shapes, and giant images, spiders, hummingbirds, monkeys, and even human figures called astronauts. Created by the Nazca civilization between 500 BC and 500 AD, these lines were carved by lifting dark stones from the surface, revealing the light soil beneath. Miraculously, these patterns have remained intact for thousands of years, protected by the dry climate and calm winds. But the question remains, for whom were these lines created? Some scientists believe they are giant astronomical calendars, indicating the direction of the sun and stars. Others suggest they were sites of ritual offerings to the gods of the sky and rain, ensuring the survival of life in the desert. Whatever their meaning, the Nazca lines are more than just drawings on the ground. They are messages from the past, written by human hands seeking to speak to the heavens. An archaeological marvel that, to this day, still challenges us to uncover the secrets they left behind in the eternal Peruvian desert. Palpa geoglyphs, Peru. In the arid region of southern Peru, hidden among the dry hills, lies an ancient relic little known to the world, the Palpa geoglyphs. First discovered in 1926 by archaeologist Julio Cesar Teju, the site features hundreds of giant images carved directly into the ground, similar to the famous Nazca lines. However, the Palpa geoglyphs have a unique characteristic. Most of them are carved into hillsides, depicting animals, humans, and mythological creatures in mysterious shapes. These patterns are believed to have been created by the Paracas and Topper cultures, long before the Nazca civilization. To this day, the meaning behind these images remains a mystery. Some believe these geoglyphs served as religious symbols or sacred markers for the sky gods. Others speculate they are star maps or ancient ceremonial routes. Tikal, Guatemala. Amidst the dense tropical jungle of Guatemala hide the majestic ruins of a civilization that once dominated Mesoamerica, Tikal, the sacred city of the Maya. Founded some 1,500 years ago, Tikal was the greatest political, economic, and spiritual center of the ancient Maya world. From a distance, its stone pyramids tower above the trees, seemingly piercing the sky. At its peak, Tikal was home to over 100,000 people, filled with palaces, temples, and ceremonial grounds that exemplified incredible architectural advancements. Every stone, every carving, symbolized the sacred connection between humans and the gods. But around 900 AD, everything changed. The Maya civilization mysteriously collapsed. This magnificent city lay abandoned, swallowed by the jungle for centuries, until explorers rediscovered it in the 19th century. Göbekli Tepe, Turkey. In the barren plains of Anatolia, southeastern Turkey, stands an ancient site that has shaken our understanding of the origins of civilization, Göbekli Tepe. discovered in 1963, but only seriously excavated in 1995 by archaeologist Klaus Schmidt. It is believed to be over 12,000 years old, far older than the Egyptian pyramids or Stonehenge. Dozens of giant, T-shaped stone pillars are arranged in a circle, decorated with carvings of animals and mysterious symbols. There are no signs of settlement, no agriculture, just a highly complex ritual site, built by humans who must have lived as hunter-gatherers. This discovery challenges history. How could ancient humans have designed a structure with such precision and profound spiritual significance? Some believe Göbekli Tepe was the world's first religious center, where early humans worshipped the forces of nature and the heavens. Karahan Tepe, Turkey. In the barren wastelands of southeastern Anatolia, Turkey, lies an ancient site that reveals a new chapter in human history, Karahan Tepe. Discovered in 1997, the site is between 11,000 and 13,000 years old, possibly even older than Göbekli Tepe. Beneath layers of soil and rock, archaeologists discovered giant stone pillars, human carvings, and mysterious reliefs that demonstrate an extraordinary level of skill for a hunter-gatherer society. There are no signs of permanent habitation, but everything points to one thing: a sacred site for ancient rituals. Lost cities of the Amazon, Ecuador. In the heart of the Amazon rainforest, where towering trees and mist obscure the sky, lies a profound secret that for centuries remained only a legend: the ancient lost cities of the Amazon. For years, scientists believed the Amazon rainforest had never been home to a great civilization. They considered the region too wild, too humid, and unsuitable for city building. But everything changed when a team of archaeologists led by Stephen Roston made a remarkable discovery in the Upano Valley, Ecuador, in 2024. Using LiDAR aerial scanning technology, they discovered hundreds of structures hidden beneath the forest canopy, kilometers of straight roads, artificial plateaus, canals, and the remains of buildings that formed a city-like pattern. All of this indicated that an advanced civilization once lived in the Amazon jungle thousands of years ago. The research suggests these cities were inhabited approximately 2,500 to 1,500 years ago by a society known as the Upano culture. They lived off agriculture, built irrigation systems, and had complex urban patterns, something previously thought impossible for a civilization in a tropical forest region. Some theories suggest that the devastating eruption of the Songhai volcano, still active today, may have been the cause of this civilization's collapse. Ash and lava-covered fertile valleys, forcing the inhabitants to abandon their homes and cities forever. Among the ruins discovered, researchers also discovered mysterious stone carvings and engravings, elongated faces, spiral symbols, and figures resembling spirit beings or yachiks, the spiritual leaders of the ancient Amazonian peoples. These carvings are scattered across many of the boulders, as if conveying messages from a vanished world. Some archaeologists believe the symbols had ritual significance, perhaps used in fertility ceremonies, birth ceremonies, or communication with nature spirits. But to this day, their true meaning remains a mystery. Even more remarkable, these cities were not isolated. A network of roads and canals connecting settlements throughout the region has been discovered, a sign that the ancient Amazon may have been a vast network of organized cities, not just a scattered collection of small villages. This discovery forces us to rethink our view of the past. Long before the arrival of Europeans, the Amazon rainforest was not a wild, uncultured world, but rather home to advanced societies that colonized the land, built cities, and created profound symbolic art. Today, much of their legacy has been swallowed up by the forest. Tree roots penetrate stone walls, rivers block ancient paths, and bird calls replace the echoes of past life. But through modern technology, the lost cities of the Amazon are slowly emerging from the shadows of time.
Angkor Wat, Cambodia.
Amidst the Cambodian rainforest stands the majestic Angkor Wat, a stone temple complex that bears silent witness to the glory of the ancient Khmer Empire. Built in the early 12th century by King Suryavarman II, Angkor, what was originally dedicated to the god Vishnu, as a symbol of the heavenly realm manifested on earth. However, its splendor conceals a mystery. How could millions of giant stone blocks, each weighing several tons, be assembled so precisely without the aid of modern technology? The wall carvings depict the epic stories of the Ramayana and Mahabharata, but they also contain astronomical symbols that demonstrate a profound knowledge of the heavens. Over time, the religion of the Khmer Empire changed from Hinduism to Buddhism, and Angkor, what gradually transformed into a Buddhist spiritual center. But around the 15th century, this magnificent city was suddenly abandoned. The jungle took over, engulfing the temples that were once the heart of Southeast Asia's greatest civilization. Lamani, Belize. On the banks of the New River in Belize, hide the ancient ruins of Lamani, which means supine crocodile in the Mayan language. Unlike other Mayan cities, Lamani was never truly abandoned. It survived for over 3,000 years, from 1500 BC to the 17th century. The city is filled with stone pyramids, giant masks of gods, and temples of worship that tower amidst the tropical jungle. From its heyday to the arrival of the Spanish, Lamani remained vibrant, a witness to changing times, religions, and powers. But slowly, the jungle swallowed everything. The sounds of life faded, leaving only stones, roots, and legends.
Sacsayhuama, Peru.
In the highlands of Cusco, Peru, stands the majestic ancient citadel of Sacsayhuaman, a remarkable legacy of the Incan civilization. Erected in the 15th century, the structure is composed of giant stones weighing up to 350 tons, held together without cement, yet so precisely that even a piece of paper cannot be inserted between them. How the Incas cut, lifted, and arranged such massive stones, high in the Andes without metal tools or wheels, remains a great mystery. Some believe it was a defensive fortress, but many believe Sacsayhuaman was a sacred ceremonial center, a place where humans connected with the heavens. When the Spanish conquered Cusco, many of Sacsayhuaman's stones were taken to build a new city. But what remains, enough to stand the test of time, testifies to the glory and genius of the Incas. Nan Madol, Micronesia. Off the coast of Pohnpei Island, Micronesia, lie the stunning ruins of Nan Madol, a stone city perched on a lagoon, built from over 90 artificial islands. Nicknamed the Venice of the Pacific, the city is believed to have been built between the 8th and 13th centuries by the Sotalar dynasty. Hundreds of giant basalt blocks, some weighing up to 50 tons, were arranged to form canals, temples, and palaces, seemingly floating on the sea. There is no record of how the stones were transported across the ocean without modern technology. Local legend has it that two brothers with supernatural powers built it to honor the sea gods. When the Sotalar Empire collapsed, Nan Madol was slowly abandoned, swallowed by the sea and time. Today, beneath the Pacific sun, the silent ruins of Nan Madol remain, holding the secrets of a water city perhaps built not just for humans, but for the sea gods.